Yes, this is Vince Ciroli. We're here today to talk about first-time homebuyers tax credit that many of you may be hearing about on the radio and television and wondering just what is the first-time homebuyers tax credit and what that may mean to you and just what it's all about. As it implies, the $8,000 is out there and it is for first-time home buyers. The 8,000 is a credit equivalent to 10% of the purchase price of your home, and it's capped at $8,000. Let me explain that in a little bit more detail. If you were to buy a home for $80,000, 10% of that would be, of course, $8,000. You'd get the full $8,000 tax credit. If you were to buy a home at $150,000, you would be capped at the 8. You wouldn't get to 15,000, which would be 10% of the 150, but only 8,000. If you bought a home for $60,000, you would not get the 8. You would only get 10% again, or $6,000. Now, the nice thing about the tax credit that we're talking about here today is that it does not have to be repaid if you live in the home for 3 years or longer. So, great opportunity for first-time home buyers here. The other definition that you have to be concerned about is, well, what is a first-time home buyer? A first-time home buyer is someone who has not owned a principal residence for 3 years or longer before they purchase this current house. Now, you could have owned a vacation home or something like that, but as long as it wasn't your principal place of residence. The other thing is that, of course, we deal with a lot of people that have been currently married. So one of the things that you have to be concerned about here is that both spouses need to qualify under this first-time home buyer. So if one spouse has owned a home previously within that 3-year time period, then it's one of those, sorry, Charlie, you're probably out of luck as far as qualifying as a first-time home buyer. But if both of you have not owned a home for within that 3-year period of time, then this $8,000 tax credit certainly becomes available to you. Now, the other thing that you have to know is that this program is for 2009 home buyers only. If you look at the legislation, it basically says the home has to be purchased between January 1st of 2009 and December 1st of 2009. The other thing that you need to be made aware of is that there's some income limitations to this program also. The way the law reads is that your modified adjusted gross income, if you're single, must be $75,000 or less in order to qualify for the full dollar amount. For married couples, it's basically double that, or $150,000. I won't get into exactly what all the potential modifications are, but suffice it to say it is your gross income, and there's potential some other additions to that, such as dividends and so forth. If you earn a little bit more than that, the tax credit will be reduced, but there's also some specific limitations to that also. Now, this tax credit is what they would term refundable, meaning you can take advantage of the program even if you don't have tax liability. So let's say your tax liability was zero, or you got money back from the government. That means that the full $8,000 would potentially come to you in basically a lump sum payment. So the government will be out there sending you the check. Now, if you're participating in this program, matter of fact, it's relatively easy. You can claim the tax credit on your federal income tax return, and if you are a home buyer, you should complete the IRS Form 5405 to determine that tax credit amount, and then claim this amount on line 69 of your 1040 income tax return. No other application or forms are really needed. You don't have to go in and be pre-qualified or anything, but you do have to meet those income limitations and the limitations that we mentioned earlier as far as first-time homebuyer is concerned. Now, the other nice thing, and we're seeing some of the buyers that we're working with currently, they are anticipating, and some of them have even filed adjusted returns, but they're anticipating getting this tax credit on their 2008 tax return. So those that have already filed are just going back and doing an amended return, and those that have not, many of them are anticipating taking it on their 2008 return. And what that means is they really don't have to wait. They're going to get that money basically immediately for a lot of different things, including maybe going out and purchasing furnishings for the home, etc. So again, you know, what the government's trying to do is do a stimulation here of the economy. So they anticipate if you get the money back, your first-time home buyer, that you're certainly going to put it to work in the economy. If you'd like more detail on all of this, we certainly would want you to email us, and we'll get that report out to you. But also, you know, please remember that the examples that I'm giving here are intended to provide just kind of general ideas on how the tax credit might be applied in different circumstances. You should always, let me emphasize always, consult your tax advisor for information relating to your specific circumstances out there. And there you can see it on the screen, saying basically just what I told you. And again, many of you are using tax advisors and electronic means of filing. Matter of fact, we're seeing people that as they do their electronic filing, they're getting their money back in a relatively short period of time, and we're just talking about a few weeks, and all of a sudden money's showing up in the mailbox for them. And again, if you need more information, we have that report. All you have to do is email us or email me here at vince@exit1team.com, or give me a call. Area code 614, of course, 212-7729, and we will get you a report out. Now, if you're ready to take advantage of the current market, you may want to visit our website, www.thecolumbusmls.com, and see precisely what's out there in the marketplace. And even beyond that, we can give you additional information if you're looking for HUD-type homes, bank-owned properties, corporately owned properties. We have lists of those also. And we're also seeing some great bargains with the builders out there. The builders are just offering some tremendous opportunities for first-time home buyers with large reductions in prices, and then also even more attractive rates than you might generally find in the marketplace out there. So again, give us a call, email us, or visit us at thecolumbusmls.com. Talk to you later. This is Vince Ciroli at Exit One Team in Columbus, Ohio.